What's up everyone, this is Mike from GameZone, and today is the release date of the new Nintendo 3DS, and that means that if you're picking one up and you're a current existing Nintendo 3DS owner, you might actually be scratching your head a little bit because the file transfer system is kind of awkward. It's a little bit weird because now the new 3DS actually has a totally different storage system. It doesn't use regular SD cards like this anymore, it actually uses MicroSD cards like this. So I'm actually going to walk you through the process on how to get your current digital library from your old 3DS to the new 3DS. So there are a few things that you're going to need, and I'm actually going to do it in a slightly different manner, and I'll explain what that is afterwards. But the one primary thing you'll need to even get this thing open, because the microSD card is actually now located in the back of the new 3DS. You're going to need one of these, and these will run you about $2 from any CVS or Walgreens or any other store like that. They're basically just a small glasses screwdriver, and they will be able to open up the back of the 3DS. So before you even get started, make sure that you have one of these, otherwise you're going to be at a standstill. Secondly, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pretend that the old 3DS, or I'm going to make the old 3DS think it has a SD card in it, but it really has a micro SD card in it. And the way you do that is Amazon sells a lot of these micro SD cards with SD card adapters. So what these things are is you basically just slot the micro SD card into the adapter, and you now have a regular size SD card. So once you transfer all your files from your old SD card, like this, to the new one, you can simply just put the new micro SD card in with the adapter inside your old 3DS, like so. What that means now is once all the files are transferred to this new card, once this thing boots up, it's going to pretend as if nothing's changed, all the games are still going to be there, and you'll be able to carry on as normal. So once you have your new micro SD card in the adapter with all your old files put inside your old 3DS, I know that was kind of confusing, you can actually start the transfer process. And the way you do that is you simply go to the system settings on both the Nintendo 3DSs, other settings, and you go to system transfer. So the one very important thing that you'll need to do here is both 3DSs will actually need to be connected online. And that's because when you do the transfer of the content licenses, it's so Nintendo can check that it's basically saying all the content licenses from this 3DS will stop being used, they'll be wiped clean, and they'll be able to be used on this one. So you're doing a transfer in the Nintendo 3DS family. Alright, and once you're here, you're going to send from this system, and you're going to receive from Nintendo 3DS on the new one. You're then going to have to log in into your Nintendo Network ID. Okay, so once you're logged in with using the password with the linked Nintendo Network ID, you're going to select the 3DS that it finds, which is, in this case, Lance. And on the other 3DS, you'll say yes. All right, so then once you get to this part, it's gonna shift over to this 3DS and make sure that it says, all the stuff on this current micro SD card is gonna get deleted, and since this is a new 3DS, it doesn't matter, there's nothing on it, so yep, delete. Yep, everything is fine to delete. Have any other micro SD cards been used? No. Okay, so actually this is probably one of the most important parts in the system transfer. When you get to this part, it's basically telling you that the new 3DS has micro SD cards and not SD card. So it's kind of warning you. All right, so this part is the most important part, and it actually only works with the method that I'm showing you here if you currently have a micro SD card in an adapter inside your old 3DS. If you had a regular SD card, you would not be doing what I'm doing just now. You would actually be choosing yes. But since we're using a micro SD card that's already in the system, we're going to select no. And actually it tells you right here, after the system transfer is complete, all you're going to do is remove the micro SD card from here and insert it into the target system. Okay, so this is basically the next part that's kind of the most important part of the whole process, because now what we do is we take the micro SD card or the micro SD card with the adapter out of this current 3DS, and we take the back off of this one and we slip the micro SD card that has all the current content on it into the new 3DS. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now we won't be needing this guy anymore, and we also won't need the adapter anymore. So the only tools we have left is the micro SD card, the tiny screwdriver, and the back of this thing. So let's go do that. So the little screwdriver, typically used to repair glasses and such, is the perfect size and should slide right in and allow you to remove the back of the 3DS. And what's kind of neat about this is the stylus actually acts as the hinge to lift the back of the 3DS with this little nub at the top. I know this part might seem kind of scary for some people, but it's a pretty sturdy system. So once we have that, we can take out the current micro SD card, because we won't be needing that. We'll slip in the new one. And all it takes now is to reattach the back the same way that we put it on, making sure that all of the stuff on the bottom is aligned. Screw it back on. And now, as you can see, all of the previous content that was on the other 3DS is now on the new 3DS. So that is a relatively easy way to transfer all your content from your previous 3DS system to the new Nintendo 3DS that came out today. Thank you for watching.